to move a little bit this way. I like it quite a bit because the canter quality is quite good. Yeah, that is sometimes also difficult for the spring. There's plenty of cadence there in the trot, and yes, it is a little bit produced, but in my eyes it's correct. Yeah, because when he trots like this, he steps into the footprint of the front legs. There is some swinging in the back. There's cadence. The biggest question is when we come to some movements like the shoulder in and like the half pass, does he maintain it? Right. Yeah, but again, with any horse that learns to trot a little bit like that, that's a test. Yeah, it's so important not just to go in there and say, sure, that you don't just burst the movements off. It's not the quality of the trot and the self-nourish that you want. Make your correction right there, because only then he's going to learn. Yeah?
So when you go to half backwards?
Shoulder into the half. Now, you had a chance to listen to the previous one. Same there. Yeah? I doubt that you can only get consistency in the contact when you leave his neck open. Should it end up there? 100% should be the result. That he's on the vertical, no doubt. But I'd like you to have the liberty to make any time that correction and say, right here, things don't add. And why don't we do a little bit canter work with him before as well, and then we come for a few minutes back to the trot. Look for consistency. Good. That's fine. The most productive frame, which is not always right on the vertical. Good. Center line, and then collecting on the center line, shortening the strides a little bit. Okay. And then really thinking the shoulder in and the shoulder forward down center line can easily become something that we rely on so much. If you can keep the neck straight and he stays straight without shoulder, it's always better. Yeah? I always like to use a movement because of a necessity, not just because somebody says something.
You want me to write forward?
Yeah, and then a little bit collection and trying to keep it, not so much, he's drifting to the right. Yeah? Can you tell? Very important for you at this level to write lots of center line, working on the straightness. Yeah? And shoulder forward is okay, but he was drifting with the haunches out. Yeah? So those are things you got to expose him to and you got to test. That was a very controlled lengthening. That's good. Good. Down center line again. And if you can just keep him straight without allowing him the haunches to go to the right and without shoulder in, it's always better. That's it. Look for simplicity. Yeah, that's great. Good. Okay. Very good. A little more consistent there in the bridle, so you know that that's it. That the canter can't help him. Good. And send it forward again. Control. Not against the head. Not uncontrolled. You know you can do a beautiful lengthening. He has a good canter. Especially for his breed. He has a very good canter. Yeah. And good. Connect it again. And good. Now go ahead and change direction and trot. And now look for the same connection that we just created in here. Now put them a tiny bit more together. On the diagonal. Close them up. And consistency and rest that little. Good. On the start. No drifting, steady contact, feel what's going on in front. I appreciate the soft hand, don't be too soft. Oh, that's what I mean. That's where you need to ride for a moment. That's it. Oh. That's it. Forward again. Testing transitions, okay? No problem. On the circle, tiny bit forward, allowing him to go, then coming back, and exposing him to situations where things are not as steady. Right? I would not accept that he pushes against the head. As light as he can be, he doesn't need to be evasive. That to me made perfect sense what you did. Bringing him back and getting him a moment a little bit lower to become more consistent. Don't accept this. Could you tell? too fussy. And then your correction was good. And forward again. Doesn't matter, no problem. That correction is very good. Really working our horses through. That consistent. There's plenty of expression. Let's mention this expression with pure suppleness and self-care. Good. Let's bring it back again. Yep. Okay, there's the hind leg. Good. And forward. Yes, control lengthening of the stroke. Okay? Allow him a little bit. Good. And on the diagonal, a little bit more forward. Control. Okay? The second that you feel he takes over, bring him back. Make your correction. Don't just ride the whole diagonal if you don't need to. Correct. Good. Yeah, good. And pat him afterwards. That's what you got to do. In front and clearly see the necessity and the value of those transitions. Yeah? Go alongside again. A little bit forward, control. That's go. A little forward. And the transition. Leg, raise it, that was great. So that was a very effective half hold and a good transition. Yeah? Then reach the moment. Then rest the moment. Exactly. If it's not necessary, don't do it. Yeah? Because he might still push a little bit into your right leg. Yeah? So I love it. Even if he's learning this, the hand stays good with me. It's very good. Yeah? Good. Do one more, right to left, and then we should leave it. Yeah? So on this side, I would anticipate the fact that he pushes the hind leg to the right. So I would maintain throughout the change, slight right position, and I would totally accept at this point if he swings his haunches a little bit to the left in the change. Yes, that's okay. Do not swing the haunches to the right. I think you want to push the haunches left. Perfect. No big deal. Go on the long side now. Go a little bit neck heel from the rail to the center. And then straighten him and then try the change again. Flexion, leave the right way, build a wall. Great. Change behind first. Yeah? So that tells you when you ride it like this, you will get it. Yeah?
But I also threw away my right rein. Right in the change. Trying to do that alone? Or do it yet?
Do one more. I would have waited longer. To me, you didn't test it enough if he can stay, slide shoulder forward in that neck. Let's do counter again, down the long side. Yeah? And then let's do counter through the side. And make sure, again, he's not drifting to the wall. Okay? That was perfect. Now leave him alone. No change. And counter canter through the short side. Now the next long side, you let him move again a little bit away from the wall. Yeah? And now you straighten him and you find out, can I leave him a little bit alone? If the answer is yes, try and change. Perfect. Let's keep in mind, his canter is quite large. His flying chains are quite large. It's more than logical that this takes much more balance and that those changes take a little bit longer. Yeah? But remember, the neat thing is, yes, he's a little sensitive, but he's still sensitive. Yeah? So you could see, again, the quality didn't change, the warmth afterwards. That's why I'm not worried about it. So many times the flying change affect so many things. Some horses are going in the camp a little bit more forward. I don't know well enough at this point. We know already that the horses are more connected. I'm so excited by it. So this is wonderful. But that's what we want. On one side, so much spark. That's one of the hardest things to train. You have that. And that's why I honestly like him a lot. You need to, produce him a little bit like a movie star, and he needs to do the development course really next year. Yeah, it's an 8-year-old horse. Yeah, I think that's a realistic goal. And there you go. There you go.